Good morning, everyone. How's good old Yankee land doing? Hope everybody, let's turn the page. Let's forget about last night's game. The only difference is it was very embarrassing, as we all know. And no cap today, guys. We're going bad. We're going bad today. No cap. That's the little punishment the Yankees get for blowing such a game that they so really, really needed to show a statement. So we're going empty today. A couple of things, everyone. Of course, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Press the like button. Today also is the 45th anniversary of Thurman Munson's incredibly worst probably day I had as a Yankee fan of him in the plane crash. So it's just a sad day, August 2nd. But we do have some good stuff, and we want to wish happy birthday to a loyal listener, Bob L. How you doing, Bob? Again, welcome to the stream. And happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Bob L. From your friends at NY Mania. Thank you, man. I want you to have a great day with your family, your friends, if you have grandkids, all of that. Have a great, great time. So let's start with some well news that we need from Jonathan, our morning co-host. So we will bring him up right now. Jonathan, good morning. And
Good morning.
Start us off with that terrible game last night.
Okay, what can I say?
Say what you feel, baby.
The two pitchers that I just do not understand why they didn't bring in Williams in that ninth inning.
Yeah,
when they were up by 1-1.
Right. Felix, good morning.
I do not understand why Williams was not in that game.
Yeah, because they try to be big shots. Oh, let me bring in everybody new.
Well, when as you know, as probably a wrestling fan, when you become a big shot, a lot of times you get knocked down.
Right, and you're right.
I have other news other than baseball. According to what I read this morning,
go ahead.
It said the Twins, because you remember all the moves the Twins made.
Yes,
and that had a lot of people speculating that the Twins will be sold within the next year. So the Twins are speculating on being sold within the next year.
Wow. Okay, that's news. Maybe the Yankees could buy. Maybe Steinbrenner can buy them and have it offset. I'm just kidding. Maybe.
I think Cohen is more likely to do that than.
Well, you're not really allowed. Yeah. I mean, we're just fooling around, but you're not really allowed to have two teams. But see, the Dodgers and the Lakers can, because obviously it's two different sports. Good morning, Charles. Good morning, Big O. Good morning, Razzle. How you doing? How's everybody today in the chat? John K. How you doing, Bill O?
A minority owner can buy a majority stake in a different team.
Yeah. Well, right now the Yankees have their own problems. That's like good reporting, but I'm just
there's nothing good to report from yesterday.
I know. Well. Listen, there actually is. Anthony Volpe is revolving a little
Yeah,
bit. Anthony Volpe is waking up. He's playing he's playing well. He's playing well. Still, the defense is a little shaky.
yeah.
But one thing I noticed, Jonathan, his throws are a little bit more accurate to first base. So that's a good sign. What I'm really troubled with is what in the heck is wrong with our first baseman. I mean, he has just been lousy. There's no getting around it. Now I
Goldschmidt wasn't at first base yesterday, was he?
know, but he played and he did nothing.
Yeah, he did nothing. So I think Bellinger should go to first. I think Goldschmidt. I think he's done. Goldschmidt. I don't think Goldschmidt has it anymore. Goldschmidt hasn't been the same since
Well,
probably.
he's either getting old right in front of our eyes or something's wrong because I mean I don't know like Ken from The Ugly Truth has said, oh he's holding a 280s. I don't even know. You know why? Because now your batting average goes down little by little by little. But if this was a month ago, he'd be batting 220 at this point.
Well,
He is,
maybe he's also playing too much, and he needs to be. He might just need to be a fill-in or a pinch hitter.
yeah, he may be. I mean, it's very obvious now he's not coming back next year.
No way.
Yeah,
I think Bellinger is more likely to come back than Goldschmidt.
oh yeah. The only good thing, like I said last night, Dominguez. What did he have? He had three solid hits. Possibly,
Yeah.
he might have had four. I don't know. I think three. I'm gonna.
He almost had.
Yes. I want to go.
Wolfie, who we've been complaining about, had a good game.
Oh yeah, no
I
question
mean,
about it.
the problem was all the players that we got, with the exception, all the pitchers that we got had terrible games.
Oh, they had it was disgusting, Jonathan. I mean, just looking at I'm pulling up the numbers. How disgusting it was. I mean, you got to be kidding me. They've got to be kidding me on the line. The line of this was out of this world. I mean, look at this. I mean, we'll start with the pitching this time, guys. So Rendon went 4 2/3. He had over 100 pitches. So that should have given you an indication something's going to go wrong here.
Yeah.
You know,
Caballero is the player.
Yeah, he was another one. But we'll get to that in a minute. Rendon 4 2/3, 2 hits, 4 runs, 4K, 4 earned runs, 9 Ks, but the big number 5 walks and 1 home run. Loizaga, third of an inning, 1 hit, but his ball was as straight as an arrow. Hedrick did okay, 1 inning, 1 walk, and now we get to the disasters. Bird, third of an inning, 3 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 1 K, 1 walk, 1 home run. Bednar, 1/3 of an inning, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 2 Ks. I'm sorry, no excuse. Deval, 2 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It was the worst disaster I've seen from a bullpen, I think, since I've been watching the New York Yankees.
Yeah,
And that's
I do not know why at that point Williams was not in that game to finish it.
Yeah.
Why wasn't Williams? That's what I was telling everybody who I was in contact with in the 9th inning. Why is Williams not in this game? It's the 9th inning.
Yeah. If that's your closer, why do you have to be a big shot? Oh, we got to show everybody. Give them a chance, you
There's
Aaron
another
Boone
game
is my
today to
bozo
show
of the
them.
game. Aaron Boone is my bozo of the game. There's no question about it. There was no excuse not to bring in Williams last night. I mean, you got to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. Is this a joke or what?
Because Boone
Shout
said he
out to
wasn't going to use him. Well, sometimes when your bullpen is struggling, you have to make changes. I don't know.
John
And
Ferrazzo.
you also had Weaver as is Weaver still out?
No, Weaver's in.
So you had Weaver as an option.
I know. John Ferrazzo says, good morning, everyone. In spite of the loss, I want to give a shout out to Ryan McMahon. He has been nothing but clutch since they got him. He should have been the star of the game. Yes, that very good, John. Thanks for bringing that out. Ryan McMahon has been nothing short of spectacular. Him and our left side of the infield is not why we lost that game. We lost that game thanks to all the new pitches that came in. Everybody wants to give them a pass. Okay, fine. But don't come crying. You want to give them a pass. Don't come crying if the Yankees lose the division by one game. And you know, with everything going on this year, that's very possible. McMahon has been nothing. Hey, Charles, good morning. Razzle, good morning. He has been nothing but fantastic. And then you have Slater. Why do you put Garabello in right field? And the ironic thing is his last play with Tampa was a big error against the Yankees. So he's got two big errors in two plays in 2 days.
And that's the other question. Why didn't they have a real outfielder?
What did you get Slater for? The guy's sitting on the bench. He's a natural outfielder. But what's wrong with these guys? How do you go to sleep? How do you go home and say that you managed the right way? Now, I can't blame analytics for that. I mean, I could see if you had bozos on the bench. You have good outfielders on the bench. Why are you bringing in an infielder, a part-time player? He did his job. He stole a base. He scored thanks to McMahon. Get him out.
There's an article this morning that this is the first time in 85 years that the Yankees hadn't scored 12. They hadn't scored 12 runs or more and lost in a 9-inning game since 1940. This is the first time they scored 12 runs and lost since 1940.
Jake says Boone said post game, his brainiac Boone yesterday that he was trying to stay away from Williams and Weaver because they were overusing them. Oh, okay. So just bring in a guy that comes cross country, doesn't know. They don't know anything really with strategy with their catcher, so they just bring him in. That makes sense. And then Garabello, what's his excuse? Because he plays the outfield multiple. What happened to defense? How come nobody asked him? Do you care about defense? Garabello makes errors, guys. I mean, so now what are you going to do? Use Slater today against the right-handed pitcher, and he'll do nothing, and then he'll sit for another 5 days. Sean Browning, I understand you moved on from the loss, but the show, you got to talk about it. It's easy to, but you have to dissect it. You can't cover and cover and cover. Aren't the people tired of defending this team? Now the excuse is, Jonathan, oh, well, we got new players, so we got to give them a chance. Okay, so Jonathan, when we're over that, what's going to be the next excuse? What's going to be the next excuse?
The next excuse, he's just been here a couple days. Give him time.
Yeah, it's just absolutely ridiculous. It's pointless. It really is. Joining us in the chat is our new also morning co-host, and that is Evan. How you doing, Evan? Welcome to the stream.
Yeah.
Good morning, guys.
I have another 5
Morning,
minutes or so.
Good morning, Jonathan.
Good morning. What's your take about yesterday's blunder?
Yeah, yesterday was tough. We've seen a lot of games like that, unfortunately, this year, past years, but someday maybe they'll learn to win these types of games. I don't know. About you guys were talking about Devin Williams. Apparently last night it came out that Aaron Boone said he wasn't available to pitch, which I have no idea why he wasn't available to pitch. He should have been, but I don't really understand that.
And why wasn't Weaver available?
Yeah, I don't get that either. I mean,
Yeah,
Weaver.
but he pitches someone that comes cross country and doesn't know and the catcher doesn't know anything really about him aside from a couple of things on the paper. And why is it all the other relievers that went into the other teams all did well, but we can't?
I bet it's some Yankee analytic thing that we'll never know. We'll never know why they say, oh yeah, this guy's not available, but we'll never know until after. Even though they say, okay, this guy might be able to pitch. This guy is still the closer, but they eat their own words and they say, oh yeah, well this guy wasn't available. Well, why wasn't he available? According to some stupid metric that we have no idea about and nor do we care about. I mean, come on, it's the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not sure. You got to remember though, everyone. Jake Bird pitched in Colorado. I mean, it looks like his ball is definitely moving. Like I said, I give them a pass for this game, but I think Boone just overreacted. I think that there was no reason you had to put every new star in there. You got to pick your situations.
My time is running short. So
Okay. Well, thank you, Jonathan, for being here, and maybe we'll see you later for the post game. Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye,
You take care. Okay, big guy. But there was some positives. Anthony Volpe is up and going, and it's really refreshing. And right now, I feel confident when he comes to the plate because he's covering the plate, he's hitting the ball, he's not swinging at garbage right now, and I feel comfortable between him and McMahon. I'm very comfortable with them.
I agree, Joe. Anthony Volpe looks like a different player right now than he did pre-trade deadline,
right?
Pre All-Star break. He looks
Right.
a lot different. I think maybe getting some bench pieces like the Caballeros and the Rosarios, it may have pushed him a little bit to say, okay, I need to step my game up a little bit here and not allow these guys to not take my job away, but to get more opportunities to lead to something that may not be the best case scenario for Volpe. So I think that may have pushed him a little bit. And I think it's great to see him hit the ball well and not strike out all the time. And he still makes an error a game.
Right. Now, and in all fairness, Jake, Volpe's error, anybody could have made an error on that play. He came scorching in, and it was right up the middle. Everything was against the Yankees on that. So I'm sorry. That one I'm going to give a little pass to. Anybody could have made an error on that play. What bothers me is why they put Carabello in right field when you have Slater. What are you doing with Slater? That made no sense.
Yeah, I didn't understand that at all.
Carabello, he did his thing. He stole the base and he scored. Out. Put Slater in. and John Frazzo. In fairness to Duvall, the misplay in right field is what lost the game. Yeah, of course. Of course. Every one of those plays lost the game. I mean, you score 12 runs and you lose the game. 3 different leads. 3 different leads. That was like the day before. They were down a run, they tied it. They were down a run, they tied it. They were down a run, they tied it, then they won. So they did the exact opposite. Youngster, I understand he's a good right fielder, but he's in the game. Get Slater what do you have Slater for? He's a very good corner outfielder. So what are they doing with him? Nothing? Peraza played more, and he stunk.
Yeah. There were a lot of plays last night that lost us the game. We had 2 errors last night, and I know some of the things don't show up in the box score, but one thing that was important was the Austin Wells drop pop-up in foul territory. That was very big.
Yeah, that was another one.
That led to Rodon walking the batter and then eventually being taken out before Loaiza could give up those 2 runs. So that was very important too.
No, I agree. There was Sean Browning put something out here. I understand, Joe, but yesterday I had to work a college graduation and was more stressed with people doing what they want and they don't listen. Things went wrong in the game. It is frustrating. Yes, it's very frustrating, Sean, but they do it time and time and time again. Don't you get to a point where you say this isn't meant for the Yankees this year? I mean, I don't understand. We're defending, but nothing changes. Big G is going nuclear. Our offense is producing, but we need to clean up the defense and play sound baseball. And we need to pitch. Why isn't anybody putting that in a statement? We need to pitch. The defense will come along. But if you don't pitch, what do you want? Grand slam, a big shot over there. I mean, it was one after another. Okay, fine. It's over with. They lost, period. Today, we've got to come up with a big game from Cam. And I think he will come up big today. I really believe he's going to come up big. This was like a World Series game for the Marlins. They won their World Series last night. That's it. They can't celebrate any more than that. I mean, Yankees have to be embarrassed. You got to go home and scratch your head. What the heck happened? And then I heard from I got an email in the middle of the night saying they saw Bender when he was being talking to. He started laughing. What the heck is that all about? I mean, I didn't see it. I'd like to see it. It's probably a smirk like, what the heck happened?
I mean, you come to the Yankees and the first
you put on the Yankee uniform and you're scared out of your wits. I mean, that's ridiculous. They're not even home.
Right.
There were fans. There were more fans for the Yankees there than anything. And you only heard the Marlin fans because the Yankee fans were stunned at the end. Cheers to everyone. God bless you all. The Lavazza morning. But, guys, and today, what do we do today? Do we have all our left-handed hitters? You got to get Paul G's got to get out of this lineup. Yeah. I don't care if we score 12 runs or 500. Out of the lineup.
I want to see Ben Rice. Ben Rice has to take over the first base responsibilities starting today. I don't want to see Paul Goldschmidt as much anymore as we used to. He's not the same player. And I know that the Yankees love this platoon idea between first base, and last year they did it with catcher, and we hate it. The fans hate it. We don't like it.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. It does not work. That's the problem. It doesn't work. Play like a normal team. Play the same first baseman. Play the same infield. Play the same outfield. Play the catcher, and let's go to war.
I agree.
Does that make sense to you or not? I mean, I just don't know. I honestly don't know. I just got an alert that we do have a new subscriber. Thank you very much, everyone. Keep the subscriptions coming in. I really appreciate it. The more content, the more that the more subscriptions. Our goal, we want to get to 300 very, very soon, and that takes us into another phase with a lot of things coming up. And I do want to mention, of course, on August 14th at 4 p.m., really excited to have a live chat with Caterina Michio, who's an actress, a filmmaker for many years. And she's been in movies I'm sure you've heard of, The Wrestler, just to name a few. She's been a very great producer, and she's going to talk about all her experiences of being an actress and being in the forelight of California, filming in Italy. There's so much about Caterina that I am so looking forward to. So, guys, the link is already out. If you want to have questions, Caterina has already said that she will answer as many questions as you guys feed her. So by all means, you're going to really, really enjoy this. And it's a little freshening, not Yankee talk, but an everyday entertainment talk. And you're going to notice that we're going to have shows coming up that's not just Yankee content, but entertainment. Trust me when I tell you, you're going to love the people coming on. That's not Yankee related. So I can't stress that. But we would love some more subscribers. It's for free. I went to look at the whole picture. Now it's 32% of you that listen and watch us every day that haven't subscribed. 32%. And your listening power is almost an hour per day. So it takes 2 seconds, and you don't know how important it is to us. So please do that. I can't stress that enough. So Evan, what kind of lineup? Who would you like to see leading off today? And what would you do? Would you move McMahon a little higher? Or are you happy where he is right now?
So as far as the lineup goes, I think right now you have to keep Trent Grisham at leadoff. He seems like he's really hot right now, especially with runners on base. And keeping Dominguez in the 2-hole, I think, will be crucial for the other guys in the lineup to eventually drive runs in. As far as McMahon goes, I think I like McMahon where he is right now because he gets decent protection from Stanton, Jazz, and he has an opportunity to get on base for the bottom of the lineup and for the top of the lineup too. So I like where McMahon is, and I think it's important that the Yankees keep a consistent lineup from here on out so that they can really see what they have. And I would like to see Ben Rice in the lineup too today. I want to see that.
Yeah, no question about it. So what do we? I'm going to so we have what? We have the okay. So we have Cam against Perez. Perez is again, he could be on his game, or they could definitely hit him pretty hard. So it's going to be very, very exciting to see the Yankees coming back and and just flourish. I mean, if I told you the Yankees scored 12 runs yesterday, 99% you would say, well, they won the game, of course, right? And they did not. They gave up 13 runs.
Inexcusable.
13 runs. Right, and you can't defend that. And anybody that defends that, well, what you do get a pass on? Okay, it was the first day, but I think they could have measured it a little bit better. I really, really do, Evan. I think they could have done this game a little differently. Look at the clutch. Carabello stole the base. McMahon had a great hit. The only thing I did not agree with, why does Volpe have to try to steal third? That makes no sense. It's already 2 outs. So you got to score on a hit anyway. The chances of a wild pitch is slim and none, especially with the pitches they had. Why does he do that? He needs to stop doing that. It doesn't work. He gets thrown out almost every time. I don't get it. I mean, is it time for Boone to hold in secret? Hold everybody accountable. You do that, boom, you're going to sit. He's got to make an example.
I mean, we see Dominguez all the time on the bases. Like nearly every time that he steals, he pretty much gets the base. And with Volpe, it's maybe he thinks that there won't be as much production unless he tries to steal, or maybe he's hoping for a slight chance of a wild pitch. But at the end of the day, you're in the top of the 9th inning. You already scored 2 runs. It's really not the time to steal third, and you don't want to risk getting injured too. Right.
And Yankster 48 says, I think Bird cost us the game giving up that grand slam. Oh, yeah. That's one of the reasons why the Yankees, obviously lost. They are just everything that could go wrong in that game went wrong. It was amazing. We do 2 things right, Evan, and 3 things wrong. Does that make sense to you? A99, good morning. How you doing? W. Gunther, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate it. Everyone, thank you, so much for joining us. Now, I do have a program note for you guys. There will not be a pregame show, but we will have a postgame show immediately following the game. So if you want to listen to play-by-play, you go to Ken the Ugly Truths channel, and while that's going on, we'll be searching around and getting you the latest news as we possibly can. So we will immediately go live as the game is ending. Hopefully, it's going to be a better product. And also tomorrow, guys, there will be our morning show at 8:30. And then after that, we will go live at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. tomorrow is going to be the post game show. So it may not be immediate. I hope it doesn't. I hope the game's over. That means the game would be going 5 hours. So you make a note of that. I am going to put all the links out for everybody and remind everybody when we're on and when we're not on tomorrow. So I appreciate that. Let's get back to the chat. Wilkin, Joe, not really. He threw to third, which allowed the runner to go from first to second. Okay. Let's see. Jake. People were blaming Dominguez for not catching the grand slam. I mean, that's hit or miss. That's a little out there. I can't blame him for that. I'm sorry. I can't blame him for that. Anybody could have missed that ball. And it would have been a fantastic catch. And what about the 2 or 3 outstanding catches he had the last few days? Nobody talks about that. Rob said, "Hey, Rob, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Thank you." Boone not being fired tells us all that we need to know in the organization. Either find a new team or sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. It's a comedy version of Days of Our Lives. Okay. I I was thinking more of As the World Turns. That's no longer on the air anymore. Yes, good morning to you, Will. I appreciate you coming on. Don't forget, anybody new in the chat, please subscribe to the program. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. He says Austin Wells needs to stop posting TikTok burrito videos. Yeah, well, I think we got to stop a lot of things, but they let everything go. Boone has a lifetime job thanks to brainless Brian, who's failed 17 years in a row. Bill O goes, no, Joe, another world. That's true. You know what, Bill? Kudos to you. I'm going to put that up. That soap opera that the Yankees are in right now is another world because we're playing like we're in another world. Evan, could you comment on that? Because it's the truth.
Yeah, some of these losses, they don't even feel real. Like, you think about it and it's like, why did they do this? What told you that this is a good idea? And
I got to tell really you, bad. We are now 16 games that we should have won. 16 games.
Which we would probably be in first place still.
Well, forget that. Yeah. I don't say you got to win all 16, but they're perfect. They lost them all. They lost them all. Yeah, Sean, the Twilight Zone.
Yep.
Oh, I know, nasty one. I was going to bring that up in a little while. We've got SummerSlam today, and Tiffy time, and all I know is she better keep the title because she is WWE women number one, or no, she's got to win it. Rhea is great, and she should win on the other side, but Tiffany needs to keep that championship because she is WWE superstar for with the women's division. So kudos to Tiffany. It's going to be very, very good. It's going to be good, and we're going to probably have a live result from that on our Turnbuckle Talk show. That is our other channel with TJ. TJ was at SmackDown last night, and he's having reports of what happened. John Cena supposedly woke up, and he's now a fan favorite again. I think that's a storyline to throw Cody Rhodes off, or they're going to make in my opinion, there's a good possibility Cody Rhodes is going to turn tomorrow night. So look for an incredible SummerSlam, and I believe so, Nasty. I think that they're trying to set up, but I think, in my opinion, I think The Rock is actually going to help Cody Rhodes. Something there, that The Rock is going to say, "How dare you say that in the ring?" We left you, this and that. So it's going to be fun, everyone. And it takes our mind off of the Yankees a little bit. So today, we got to get a win. So let's hear, Evan, your feelings on Cam pitching today. The chat, let us know how long you think he's going to go. I think he's going to have a good outing, but I'll wait to the end to talk to you about it. Tell me what you think and who's going to be the star of the game as far as hitting. Evan, you start us off.
I think Schlittler will have a good game today. He has to use his fastball and the secondary pitches as well. I think he does a good job of mixing his pitches. The only thing that we worry about with him is his command at times. But as long as he keeps that under control, I think he should have a good game today. I think he'll go about 5 innings. Hopefully he doesn't allow more than 2 runs. I'll say he allows 2 runs. I think he has a good amount of strikeouts today, even though the Marlins are good at putting the ball in play. I think he has about maybe 5 or 6 strikeouts. The walks are the only concern. Don't put guys on base. Don't lead to any further opportunities. Just get guys out and do well. And as far as the start of the game goes, I really hope it's Jazz. I really hope he gets to get that moment that he wanted yesterday. He did have a hit yesterday, but he didn't do well otherwise. So hopefully he can have that moment today and we can win and just forget about yesterday's game.
Okay, let's see. Some of the chat. Charles says, when you throw meatballs, that's what happens. Okay. Well, let's see. D-Train, we hope Cam has a good game today, of course. Cam, 99 says, let's see, 5 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, 5 walks, 6 Ks. So if we go with what 99 says, it says, can we win that game?
I think we can.
Yankee Star says Jake Bird is all right. I'm not going to repeat that. Bill O says 6 innings, 8 Ks, 2 walks, 2 runs. Yankees win 10-2. I like the sound of that. You agree 10-2?
I agree. I hope we get one of those games.
Jake, I agree. I can't see Cam going more than 5 innings. I think, what is this, his 4th start now or his 3rd? I think it's his 4th, right?
It's his 4th start. Yeah.
Okay, so I think he's going to have a really good game. I think he's going to blow it past a lot of people. They're not going to know they're not going to realize what happens, with this. Now, Nasty's saying we're going to get 10 runs off of Perez. Like I said, he's either spot on or he stinks. There's no in between with some of these guys. There really isn't, anything in between. So, again, let's see how we maneuver, and maybe we could get lucky again. Toronto's in that little tailspin. We'd like for them to lose another game. The Yankees have to capitalize it, guys. They have to capitalize on it. And last night's game turned so many heads. As a matter of fact, let's go over the standings right now, guys. Let's see what we got. So according to what I'm seeing here, so the Yankees still hold a half a game on the Red Sox. The Red Sox are 50. The Yankees are 60-50. The Red Sox are 60-51. So we're 3.5 games out. The Red Sox are 4. So we still have a half a game, and we're 1.5 games up on the first wild card and 2 games on the second wild card. So, let's see. Tampa is still lurking, guys. They are 5 in the wild card. All right, they are 10 though behind first place. And of course, it looks like the Orioles more than likely are out of it. The Tigers are in a different stratosphere. They are 8 games up on the Guardians, 8.5 on Kansas City, and Houston is tightening up a little bit. Houston has a 3.5 game lead on the Mariners, 5.5 on Texas. Shifting over to the National League, we got the Phillies a half a game over the Mets. The Marlins are 8.5 out. They've played great baseball. They are 53-55. I don't think anybody expected that. The Nationals, who I thought was a better team, they are 18 games out in last place. Milwaukee doing a very, very good job. They're 65-44. They're a game ahead of the Cubs, and Cincinnati is 8 games out, but Cincinnati is only 3 games out of the wild card. And going to the West, the Dodgers are 3 games up on the Padres, 9 games up on the Giants. I thought the Giants were going to have a better year than they are. They have been such a disappointment. Rafael Devers has played very poorly. I believe he struck out 3 times last night.
He had the golden sombrero last night.
He got 4. Okay,
he had 4 strikeouts. Yeah.
So, really, he's been a very, very. I think the Red Sox knew what they were doing, and I'm kind of glad that he's out of the league so he doesn't kill the Yankees. I think that looks like that's the only that's the only guy that I'm really happy that's out of the league, because I mean he's probably saying, hey, where are the Yankees? At least I can get a couple of hits. So Jake says, dude, Yari De Los Santos needs to come back. Probably, and why did they option him out? Because they had too many pitches. What can they do? That's one of the reasons why they got rid of Stroman. There's no room. And plus we have pitchers still coming back. Then what? You got Yarborough, who's going to come back. You have Cruz that's going to come back. Where are you going to put all these guys, and what are you going to do? I wonder who Billo says, I wonder who gets placed on waivers in late August, early September. Well, that's going to be a happening. I don't know. I'd rather Lasagna go than Santos. I agree with you. If Loizaga has one or two stints in the minors, I would do that right now, because he scares the heck out of me. He's throwing straight BBs right down the middle.
Yep.
Has not been good. I can't see it. I mean, I'd really like to dissect our going into September 1st. In your opinion, right now, who are your relief pitchers that you would trust and you want on this team? So let's start with with I guess the obvious, Weaver and all. Give me write it down, or who's going to be your 8 pitchers in the bullpen when the dust settles.
Yeah, so I think we have to, at this point, we have to trust Devin Williams, because it seems like Boone isn't going to bring him out of the question. So he's still going to be in the bullpen. He's still going to be in some role. Even if it's not the setup role or not the closer role, he'll still be in some role. But I feel like there needs to be proper identities given throughout the bullpen. So if Devin Williams is your closer, fine. And you can have Luke Weaver as either the 8th inning guy or the 7th inning guy. You can have someone like a Camilo Doval or a Bednar go in between both. So I think those 3 are important. Obviously, we have Jake Bird. We have Bednar. So that's 5 right there. I think Hedrick, I think at this point you can trust Hedrick. He has a good slider, a good off-speed mix against lefties, and a really good fastball that we've seen against righties too.
And, I agree. The Yankee organization, whoever has options will be sent down, and that's according to John Ferrazza. Let's see. Weaver.
Fernando Cruz.
Yeah, right. And, I don't think they're going to negotiate with Weaver now, John K. That's not going to happen. And I honestly don't think the back end of the bullpen is going to be back next year. They are probably going to offer the 1 year so they can get draft picks, but I just don't see it. And John K., stop putting fake things on there. I will put a timeout on you. We're tired of all the, there's no reason. This chat is going very well, and let's keep it that way. Let's talk real news, not fake news. If you can back it up, great. If you can't back it up, please don't say it in the stream. We are watching. The sad thing is we're stuck with these guys. They just got another year. Well, I don't know if you want to say we're stuck with Williams and Weaver. I mean, they have helped the Yankees a lot in the past, but let's see. Then there's Stroman's spot, like Charles said. For sure that Yarborough, when he comes back, he's got to have a spot somewhere, right, Evan?
I think so, definitely.
Yeah, he definitely needs to to be on there. And Will Warren, I mean, they've made a decision that he's definitely going to be part of the rotation no matter what. And you know, it was funny. All we were saying after the trade, oh, it's a 5-inning game. It's a 5-inning game. Well, right now, it's not a 5-inning game, guys. I don't know what to expect. Need more reps before we know who we can trust. Can't determine the worth of these guys in just one game. No, you're right. You're right. But the hype, the reason why people got upset is the hype. And, oh, we got a great bullpen, and they got creamed. They got shelled. So, of course people are going to be upset. Bill says, we have decent starters. Joe, would you rather have Greg Bird or Jake Bird? I'll take my chances with Jake Bird. I think
we got to give him a chance. We got to give these guys more than one game to prove themselves. We got to give them a chance.
The momentum is a dead issue. It's not good, and we know we now see how good the manager Boone is or isn't. Well, give it 25 games with this new bullpen, and then we'll revisit it. So let's say August 30th. We'll have a show on what kind of manager Boone has been since he has the new bullpen.
And
that we
guys just think about this too.
Go ahead.
Either one of Doval or Bednar just has to be better, like at least average, which we didn't get from Devin Williams in the beginning of the season. At least one of them. It would be great if both of them were, but at least one of them has to have at least half the ERA that Devin Williams had in the beginning of the season, which was like 11.5. So if either one of those guys, Bednar or Doval, has about even a 5 ERA or hopefully less, then I think we can win with our offense. We can win some of the games that we didn't win earlier in the season, which were the games that Devin Williams blew.
No question about it. Now, that makes sense. Yeah, no question. But Charles says Rodon gets frustrated when things happen to him or don't go his way. But he has nobody to blame for himself. Look at all the walks. The walks are what did him in. The walks did everything to that man last night, and that stunk. I mean, what was he doing? He couldn't hold a big lead. He couldn't do anything. I mean, I don't understand.
Rodon seems to cruise through the first 3 innings, no problem. And then when it gets to a little bit later in the game, he seems to lose his command and things go wrong.
John Ferrazzo says, putting on the Yankee uniform is a lot of pressure on a player. We have to stay positive and just call it a bad night. Okay. All right. We'll go with that, John. We'll go with that. But you can't blame us, especially, being here on the air. You can't blame us for being upset because, come on already. This is just impossible. It really is.
There have been a lot of bad nights.
There have been a lot of bad nights. 16 games, guys. 16 games. Oh, yeah, there's also Mark Leiter Jr. that's on his way back. So who's going to go, guys? It looks like I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, and
it has to be
it's weird. And I don't want to give up the lefty because he's been very, very good.
Yeah.
Well, at least Bednar didn't walk anyone. Yeah, they couldn't get anybody out. He got his first guy out, and then after that, it was Prey. I don't know.
He comes in, he allows the game-tying home run.
We're gonna go with what John Ferrazzo is saying. So let's call it a bad night. So Cam goes today. I hope everybody's ready for what's going to develop today. I think the Yankees are going to play well. I think they are going to win today, and we can get back to normalcy. But they've got to put it on. And kudos to people like Ryan McMahon and kudos to Anthony Volpe. Do you realize, everyone? I mean, aside from the errors, do you know he has a very, very good chance of at least 85 RBIs this year? That's coming from your 8th and 9th place hitter.
Yeah.
That is not bad. Now,
Volpe is
I
ranked
know
in
it.
the top 10 shortstops
What was that?
RBIs. I think Volpe is
What was
ranked in the top 10 for shortstops for RBIs in the majors.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. 99 is saying Fernando Cruz for closer. How do you feel about that?
We have to get there first. I think for him to, I think he's best in a setup role for now. I don't think he's let the closers be the closers, and I think for Cruz, when he comes back, let him settle in a little bit. If other guys start to struggle, then I think Boone could consider it, but not right now.
So give me not only you, Evan, but the chat. Give me a lineup for today. Let's dissect the lineup. Go ahead. So who do you have leading off?
All right. Leading off, I would have Trent Grisham.
Okay.
Batting second, I would have Dominguez. Batting third, I would have Bellinger. Batting fourth, I would have Ben Rice.
Whoa, okay.
I like him in the cleanup role.
Okay.
Batting fifth, I would have Jazz. Batting sixth, I would have McMahon. Batting seventh, I would have what's this? I would probably have who am I forgetting? Someone. Oh, Stanton. I would have Stanton at. Actually, I think I would. Yeah. So Stanton maybe a little bit. Well, let's do Stanton at 5, Jazz at 6, McMahon at 7. Then we have Volpe at 8, and then Wells at 9.
Okay. Yeah. What's not to love about McMahon? He's been playing fantastic. Let's see. Joe, every guy that comes back from Tommy John has a problem with their movement for a while. There's no depth to Lasagna's pitches right now. That's why I don't want to give up solely on him, because and it's a fair point, because I think next year he's going to be awesome. I mean, the movement, the pitcher, the arm is there. But like you say, the Tommy John surgery hurt him, and the Yankees have to be patient with him. If they put him on, he's going to be scooped up from somebody, and the Yankees are going to regret it. You've got to give him another chance. You got to. Let's see. Not going to lie, when we traded for McMahon, I hated it. I'm not going to lie either. I was disappointed. I thought we were going to get, other. But in watching this guy every day, oh, my God, I apologize. This guy can play. He's a gamer. He knows how to play that position. He reminds me of the good old days of Greg Nettles. He really does. He is awesome. Not only can he pick it, he can hit in the clutch, he could run, he could do so many things. That was a very, very, very good pickup.
I agree.
Without a doubt.
When we got him, I was like, this guy has the most strikeouts in the league. I didn't think he would produce enough. I thought he was going to be a typical strikeout, walk, home run type of hitter, but he's been great. He's been great defensively, and offensively, he's given us a lot of timely hits, and he's been great so far.
Yeah. Bill O says, Joe, Cole comes back next spring. You're going to say he's washed up too? I'm not saying anybody's washed up. I'm saying I'm saying at the moment they're not pitching well. I did not say they're washed up. All I'm saying is I agree that you have to give it a chance. And Cole is a different breed. He's like a Nolan Ryan. I'm not going to say that he stinks. I'm just saying some pitchers react differently. That's all I'm saying. D-Train, McMahon is a huge, huge upgrade. Of course. He reminds me of Greg Nettles. You guys may be too young in the chat. There are a few people that I know saw Greg Nettles play. Probably the best third baseman I ever saw, and he better than A-Rod. I'm sorry, but A-Rod had the numbers with the home runs and everything, but Greg Nettles had the home runs too, and he was great defensive. He single-handedly won the World Series for the Yankees in 1978 with that glove. He saved so many hits, so many everything. And McMahon, in my opinion, will do the same thing. McMahon reminds me of Scott Brocious with the defense and timely hitting. Okay, that's fair enough, John. But you got to give kudos to Greg Nettles. You know. Yeah, Bill. No, I understand. Listen, everybody's frustrated. There's no question. 99. I'd rather have Gary Sanchez than Wells. Oh no. No. I'd rather have no catcher. I'd rather throw to the umpire. Don't bring me back Gary Sanchez. No way in heck. I'm tired of excuses about Rodon. Okay? Scary Gary Sanchez. Rob says, 2 players everyone loves that I don't like. Chaz and Grissom. Well, Rob, can you explain? I understand Chaz. But Grissom, you got to admit, has done a lot more than we thought, right? I mean, come on. You got to say that. No, Bill, I know you aren't offending me. I understand that. Listen, this is all chat. This is all talk. Nothing personal. I understand that. I really do. How can you hate Grissom? He's done a lot for the team. Welcome. Thank you. You're right. Listen. A lot of the chat, you make sense. But Rob, I would like for you to explain, what don't you like about Grissom? I do know that he does go on, he goes out to lunch for a few games, but deep down, I mean, how many clutch hits do you think this guy's done? Evan, do you agree that he's kind of a clutch player, or he's just
100%? Grisham gives you a lot of good quality at bats too. And I know sometimes it could be frustrating in center field when he's very casual.
Yeah.
He gives you the offense. He gives you the kind of like the stable production offensively and the clutch hits.
No, I agree. That I totally agree. Grissom has been one of their best players this year, John Ferrazzo. Yeah, 100%, John. Thank you for that. I want the Yankees to keep Grissom. 99, I don't think there's a chance. No way, because he's getting $5 million for 1 year. Don't you think he's going to go get a multi-year deal? The Yankees aren't going to do that when they have Dominguez, Spencer Jones lurking in. That's not going to happen. As much as we'd like to, the money will not add up. D-Train, I'm afraid we depleted our catching depth, and now we're stuck with Wells. Flores is gone. Would have been a nice addition. Yep. Flores, they're going to regret. I mean, listen, they made the trade. I understand that, but Flores is going to flourish. I really believe that. I don't trust Williams as a closer, Charles. Well, I would have trusted him last night because the other guys did absolutely nothing. Joe, only better third baseman than Nettles was Brooks Robinson. Yep, I agree. But Greg Nettles single-handedly won that 1978 World Series with those plays when the Yankees were down and out. Everybody, if you haven't never seen Greg Nettles play third base, go on YouTube, put in the name Greg Nettles, defensive gems. He was amazing. Diving to the right, diving to the left, sprawling out, jumping at third base, making these incredible plays in foul territory. He did so much. And that's what I see in McMahon. 99. Charles, the reason why Boone isn't changing the closers because how do you know that they will be able to handle the pressure of New York as a closer? Good observation, 99. That's the talk I want to hear. That makes a lot of sense, Evan. What do you think? Putting on that Yankee uniform is not like putting on, banana uniform. What do you feel on that?
Yeah, 100%. I agree. It carries a lot more weight than putting on a Pittsburgh Pirates or a Colorado Rockies uniform. That's for sure. But we saw, I mean, in the beginning of this year, we saw it with Devin Williams. He was with the Milwaukee Brewers, and he came to the Yankees. He struggled, and then he figured it out. Maybe he was able to handle the pressure a lot better when he knew what struggling was going to look like, and he knew how the fans would react. So we just have to hope that the two new guys that come in that compete for the closer role, we just hope that they're going to give us their best and they're not going to struggle as much as Devin Williams did. And hopefully we can get good results immediately. And if not, well, hopefully they figure it out in time for the postseason because we're going to need it.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need it. Definitely going to need it. Thank you, everyone, for all these really, really important comments. Constantly changing people's roles in a team will mess with the psyche. Need to give them a more of a chance than one game. Yeah, we've been saying that all year. Welcome. Thank you. If they don't, it's not consistent, and I don't know. The only thing consistent is when Aaron Judge is playing, he's consistent. He's in there, and Anthony Volpe. And now I'm sure McMahon is going to play every day. No question in my mind. But everybody else, it's like, who's who? Probably Chaz also going to play every day. But you don't know when Grissom's going to play. You don't know when Dominguez is going to play. I certainly want to rest Goldie at first. And you don't know about the catching. John Ferrazzo says, watch the Guidry game against the Dodgers in the World Series. Nettles was a brick wall in that game. Oh, yeah. They had Tommy Lasorda he couldn't take it. He basically said, just like they said about Mariano, he belongs in a different league, in a higher league than Major League Baseball. That was Game 3 of the 1978 World Series at Yankee Stadium. The Yankees were down 2-0, and they were actually, I think, losing that game 1-0. They took a 2-1 lead, and after that, it was the Greg Nettles show. You've got to see the plays, guys. You've got to go watch it, and you'll appreciate how fantastic he really was. Bill O. Boone needs to set up the lineup and leave it alone. That's what we've been saying. And, the only thing with Carabello is he's making errors. That's 2 crucial errors, one for Tampa Bay and one for the Yankees. I don't want to see that, they say things come in threes. Well, maybe the third one he'll make a spectacular play. No question about it. But, we could dissect this as much as possible, Evan. But listen, the truth is they got to win today. They got to make a statement.
Must-win game. They can't keep going on these streaks where they win 3 in a row, they lose 3 in a row, they win 4 in a row, they lose 2 in a row. They can't have these streaks like this. So they have to be consistent. They have to know what they're doing. They have to keep everything the same as it was. And we know they like to change things a lot, but hopefully the results stay the same.
Yeah, and again, a programming note, everyone. So remember, being the fact with the Yankees starting at 4:00, there will not be a pregame show, but we will have a postgame show immediately following the game. So look for us. We will put out the lineup for you. Any news, any transactions as far as the Yankee team. And we will definitely, do that take. So, we've been on for about an hour and 10 minutes, and, rather to keep dissecting we want to go off on a positive note. So, Evan, give us something positive about today's game. And after you do that, your basically your final comments. And like this, we can come back fresh at the post-game show. Take it away.
Okay. So positive about today's game is that I think we're going to win, and Cam Schlittler is going to provide us the outing that we need in order to win this game today. As far as the offense goes, I really like what I've seen from the offense the past couple of games. There has been a trend with the Yankees. They do like to score runs pretty early, and then they usually just stop scoring later. Well, yesterday was the opposite. They didn't score in the beginning of the game, and then later in the game they kept tacking on runs, which is important and what we need to do. But the bullpen needs to hold it down. They need to be steady, and Boone just needs to keep figuring out where these guys are going to be in the bullpen and how they're going to help us day in and day out. And let's go. I think we can win today's game, so let's do it.
And who is your star of the game as far as hitting?
Star of the game today, I'm going to go with Ryan McMahon. I think he's going to hit his first Yankees home run today.
Fair enough. What about Dominguez? Do you think he's going to keep rolling, or do you think he's going to sit today?
I think Dominguez will play today. I think he's going to be out there in left field starting, and I think he's going to have a good day today. Keep it rolling, get on base, steal bases. As long as he gets a couple of hits and maybe a walk or two, I think we have a good chance to really see what the offense can provide us today.
Nasty One says Volpe star of the game again.
We have to win. We have to win, hopefully, for him to be the star.
Oh, yeah, or at least a hitting star. Yep. Stanton goes off. Volpe will have a good game. Yeah, and I did see it. Like I said, I mean, he might have made that error coming in on shortstop behind the pitcher's mound, but I did notice that his throws were more accurate, that's a good sign. So he might have had a tweak in that shoulder because he was not reaching first base, guys. That was the problem. Yesterday was the first time in a while that I saw true throws from Anthony Volpe. We know he made the error, but let's see how he continues. So guys, like I said, we'll dissect today's hopefully win immediately following the game. Sometimes we might come on in the top of the ninth, the bottom of the eighth. But I'm putting the stream on for 7 p.m. and let's see where we go from there. But I want to thank everybody for spending your Saturday morning with us, a little part of it. Thank you for being here from the full hour and 15 minutes. And Evan, thank you so much. You're doing a wonderful job. You've joined the team and you're running with it, and you're really an inspiration to everyone that's watching it, and for young people. And you know what? You're starting to look like a Yankee. You have that look. You do have that look. I'm trying to think I don't know if it's Mike Aldretti. I'll come up with it. I will put your face to a Yankee. There is somebody that I am missing. I don't know who it is, but I will definitely. I am going to study that. You do look like a Yankee player. I'm just trying to figure out who it is.
I appreciate that, Joe, and I appreciate all you guys in the chat too. You guys have been very kind with all your comments, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and really, thank you guys. So in ending the stream, everyone, please, as you're going out, if you haven't subscribed, and all the people, the 32% that are watching us right now that haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It literally takes 2 seconds. Press the subscribe button. You get all the notifications, and then go back to how you always watch the show. You don't know how important that is to me, to the channel, to all of us that are here on NY Yankee Mania. So please think about it. And you guys know who the 32% is. So come on, come out of the woodwork. And I don't say you got to come on the chat, but just come on and subscribe and press the like button. It means the world to us. So again, we're no pregame show. and go to Ken the Ugly Truth's channel and listen to a well broadcast game, and then from there come right back here. Gonna put the link out for 7 p.m. 7 p.m. and then we'll see, and we will definitely bring you the lineup throughout the day. As soon as it comes out, it will be on NY Yankee Mania. So I promise you that. So everyone have a great Saturday. Enjoy it with your friends, your family, your grandkids, your kids, and all of that. Evan, I want you to have a great day. Thank you for your first week here on Mania, and just really looking forward for all your inputs. I really do. And thank you again. Have a great day, everyone. God bless you all. God bless America. God bless the Yankees. And we got to bless Aaron Boone. Let's go. Let's do it today. Go Yankees. We will see you right after the game. So the link is at 7 p.m. If the last pitch will be on earlier. Have a great day, everyone. You take care.
Go Yankees.